So good morning friends, welcome to Raj Malhotra IAS. So guys, here we are about to start the session. Just give me a minute. Let me share the link with other students. Chali. So good morning everyone. Anshul, Suvind, Vicky, Sazal, Yamandeep, good morning. So Sazal is asking, sir, how to enroll in current affairs course, please tell. Okay, so the document that I shared with you, in that there is a number written. So I'll let you know. Okay, I'll let you know in today's session itself. So there is a, you can say, there must be some number that is written. Okay, if not, you can go to our website and then definitely you can connect with the desk. This is how you can, get yourself enrolled. So just give me a minute, I'll let you know. I'll share the number with you. Okay, so here is the number that I am writing. You can enroll yourself in the current affairs course through that number. So the number is 708 700 437. So this is the number that is there, 708 700 437. Those who are interested in enrolling in the current affairs course, they can go for it. Okay, they can go for it by registering their, you can say, name in the course list by connecting to this number. तो आप इस नंबर से कनेक्ट कर सकते हो to be part of the current affairs batch that we are going to start on 12th. Okay, चलिए, anyways let's start the session. सीधा session के ऊपर आते हैं. Let's see what exactly is there for us. Okay, so first of all let's take up this quotation, this quote by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So he is saying that if you want to shine like a sun, first burn like a sun. If you want to shine like a sun, first burn like a sun. What he is trying to say is this: hard work is really important in our life. You cannot substitute hard work. Even in the UPSC preparation, hard work is required along with smartness. यहाँ पे यूपीएससी प्रिपरेशन में आपको हार्डवर्क की जरूरत पड़ती है, लेकिन उसके साथ साथ स्मार्टनेस भी होनी चाहिए. दैट्स द पॉइंट हियर. सो ही इज सेइंग दैट इफ यू वांट टू शाइन लाइक अ सन, दैट एवरीवन इज एस्पायरिंग टू बी सक्सेसफुल इन द लाइफ. सब लोग सक्सेसफुल होना चाहते हैं, बट नो वन इज गोइंग टू टेक द पेन ऑफ दैट, यू कैन से, हार्डवर्क दैट वन पुट इन द सक्सेस. सक्सेसफुल होने के लिए आपको बहुत हार्डवर्क करना पड़ता है. So that is also part of your journey. So this is what Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is saying, that if you want to shine like a sun, first burn like a sun. There is no substitute for hard work. Hard work का कोई substitute नहीं होता, and it is going to pay you in your life. Okay, it is going to pay you in your life. That's the point here. So this is what we have. Pawan Kumar. Okay, so Pawan, I am telling you this thing. This is the number that is available. You can call on this number and get yourself enrolled. 708 700 437. You can call to this number to get enrolled in this current affairs course. चलिए, So let's move to the newspaper analysis session. Okay, so here we have this session in front of you, this paper in front of you. Now first is this rights champion in Belarus, Russia and Ukraine got the Nobel Prize. Okay, so 3 names, they will be sharing the Nobel Prize this year. Human rights को लेके Nobel Prize जो है ये लोग शेयर करने वाले हैं. So the names are like this: Ales Beletsky from Belarus, Russian Rights Group Memorial, Ukraine's Center for Civil Liberties. So together they will be sharing the Nobel Peace Prize this year. So these names are important for you, for your preparation. So we'll move to the next news item that is critical for us. आगे major news item पे चलते हैं जो हमारे लिए important है. Okay, so that is चलिए. Now this was there on the front page. A panel has been formed to study the SC status of Dalits post conversion. So this panel has been formed under the leadership of ex-CGI KG Balakrishnan. They have been given 2 years to come out with the reports to examine whether scheduled castes who are, you can say, the status of scheduled caste, whether it can be accorded to Dalits who have over the years converted to the other religions. So conversion take place, but as they convert to say Christianity or Islam, they will lose the status of scheduled caste. It means that they won't be getting the benefits of the scheduled caste. Whatever reservation affirmative arrangements that are provided for scheduled caste, they will not be getting those benefits. But contrary to this, those who are converting to Sikhism or Buddhism, they will still get the SC benefits. So in this way, now this panel has been formed that whether SC status can be accorded to Dalits who are converting to Christianity or Islam. क्या उनको हम SC status दे सकते हैं? This is what they are going to look into. See, you need to understand what's the reason why one is converting to Islam or say Christianity or changing the religion, even to Buddhism or Sikhism. So the basic logic behind is that they want to get rid of, you can say, they want to move away from the Varnashram system that is there, based on which there is discrimination. So they want to get out of that particular arrangement. The only option that is available to them is this: convert to the other religion, because somehow casteism or Varnashram system is attributed or connected to the Hinduism as well. So the only option that they opt for is convert to the other religion. But there is a discrimination here that might be there, that if one is converting to Sikhism or Buddhism, they can still get the benefits of reservation and other affirmative arrangements to the SC communities. But if one is converting to Christianity or Islam, then these benefits are not available. So this is what this panel is now looking into. They will inquire into this thing, whether benefits can be given to those people or not. That's the point here. Okay, तो ये पैनल जो है इस चीज को अब आगे बताएगा क्या होगा. Now this is the standard arrangement that is there. This particular system of just giving the SC status to the converts to Sikhs or Buddhists, it has been provided under Constitution Schedule Caste Order 1950. Okay, so इसके अंदर ये arrangement था. So this is the legal or you can say statutory arrangement for this. Now we have to look into whether those further Christians or Muslims converts, like they can also be included in this category or not. So ये चीज अब ये कमीशन जो है इंक्वायर करेगा. That's the point here. चलिए, now directly we'll move to the editorial section. सीधा editorial section के ऊपर चलेंगे because there is nothing in this. Okay, बीच में कुछ खास न्यूज आई नहीं है. So here we have this editorial section. Okay, so the growth and limitations of Dravidian urbanization. So in this editorial they are talking about how different political parties in Tamil Nadu, they emphasized on urbanization and development. तो मेजर क्या कर रहे हैं वो उन चीज़ों के बारे में है, and how urbanization in Tamil Nadu is slightly different from others. See, you need to understand one thing when we talk about social mobility. Okay, so social mobility in Tamil Nadu is really very effective. So as compared to rest of the parts of the country, if you look into the social mobility primarily means that the upliftment of the vulnerable sections, okay, upliftment of the vulnerable sections, that is really very impressive in Tamil Nadu. So there are some provisions that are there in Tamil Nadu which is different from rest of the country. One thing is this, that Tamil Nadu has this arrangement of 67% reservation, 67% reservation, okay, for the downtrodden section of the society, those people who have been persecuted throughout the centuries. So there is this slight difference. Along with that, this editorial is pointing towards other thing, that when it comes to urbanization, there as well Tamil Nadu is doing something different. वहाँ पे भी Tamil Nadu थोड़ा सा अलग चल रहे हैं. So let's look into this, how Tamil Nadu is different, okay. So they are saying that there are two accounts based on which you can distinguish the urbanization that is there in Tamil Nadu and rest of the countries, okay, rest of the country. Now one thing they are saying, that Tamil Nadu has been continuously attempting to break down the traditional caste based hierarchies. They have regularly targeted this. That's the major point here. It has facilitated social upliftment of the people. So it's a remarkable thing that they have achieved, okay. And in this way, when you provide confidence to the people, they will transform into agents of urban transformation. That urban values are being, you can say, adopted by them, are being adopted by them. That's the point. Other major difference that is there in Tamil Nadu is this, instead of developing few metropolitan cities, so you take example of Maharashtra, Gujarat, they are emphasizing on metropolitan city. Maharashtra mein major thing is, in the, you can say, eastern Maharashtra, you have Nagpur. In the west, you have, you can say, Mumbai is there, Pune is there. Other than that, you won't find any name of a very big city, okay. Nasik is there, but it's not that big. You won't find any big city in the southern Maharashtra. That's the point here. But here Tamil Nadu is doing slightly different. Instead of just focusing on the metropolitan cities, urbanization in Tamil Nadu is more broad based. It means that they have created multiple urban centers. Multiple urban centers have been created by them. That's the important point here, and this is a lesson that can be adopted by other states as well, okay. This particular aspect, having multiple urban centers, other states can also learn from this. Now it's a really important thing. What's the benefit one is drawing from this? Having multiple urban centers, uska major benefit kya hoga, okay. See, you need to understand one thing, when we talk about urbanization, okay, it's a natural occurring phenomena. It means that we know that urban centers are having better amenities. वहाँ पे education, opportunity, jobs, etc., 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 health facilities and all, they are relatively better than the rural sectors, okay. So urbanization is definitely going to be there. People will migrate from rural area to the urban areas, and this is how the system is. Now the point is this, if you are having only single city as urban unit, अब आपने एक ही city ऐसा बनाया है जो urbanized है, the problem is this, the whole state will rush to that city. That city will not be able to take the population pressure. That's the problem, okay. So population pressure is further going to increase, and as the population pressure is going to increase, the amenities that are being provided, okay, urban amenities that are being provided, they will come under stress. वो काफी बड़े stress के अंदर आ जाएंगे. That's the point here, okay. This is a major point that you have to understand. So having a multiple development center is really critical, because otherwise the whole state will move towards one city, एक जगह जाएंगे सारे, and the problem will be this, there will be whatever amenities, basic structure that is provided by the government, public services that are provided by the government, all of those things are going to be under stress. That's the point here. सब stress में होगा, चीजें खराब होंगी, buses खराब होंगी, land will not be available, slums वहाँ पे ज़्यादा हो जाएंगे. That's the problem, okay. So this Tamil Nadu model is appearing to be fine, as they have created multiple urban centers. Instead of just focusing in some pockets, okay, कुछ pockets में focus करने की बजाय they have created multiple units, multiple centers. एक जगह जाने के बजाय people are divided in different areas. That's the point, okay. This is how their system is appearing to be better than others. So the same thing I explained to you. So Tamil Nadu has worked upon transport connectivity, okay. access to electricity is there, medical education facilities, all these things are quite impressive. This is what the model of Tamil Nadu urbanization is about. ठीक है जी. So we'll move to the next part. Next editorial is about atrophy of the neo-Buddhist movement in India. Okay. See, you need to understand one thing here. Now, lot of people, they are converting to Buddhism from Hinduism. Okay, and this is this trend. So basically, majorly the followers of Dr. Ambedkar, okay, they chose Buddhism. They opt for Buddhism to get ahead, or you can say there to facilitate social mobility, that once you are converted to Buddhism, the discrimination will be eliminated. Okay, with this thought process, people are converting to Buddhism. Now at present there are few things that are there, okay, that this trend is emerging, but it is not significant to challenge the hierarchical discriminatory practices that are there in Hinduism. अभी तक ये उसको उतना चैलेंज नहीं कर पाया है. That's the point here. Okay, so they have decided to opt for Buddhism, considering that it provides ethical values and other aspects, okay, that you can learn. There can be a code, model code of, you can say moral code of living. Moral code of living can be, you can say, devised from the Buddhism, and you can bring in the Buddhist ethics in your way of life. This is the reason why people opt for Buddhism. Okay, so ये एक चीज चल रही है यहाँ पे, and it is considered as a tool for the social mobilization. Now there are few things that are being done by the neo-Buddhists. They have established social and educational institutions, initiated cultural movements, organized popular public festivals to make Buddhism a visible force in Maharashtra. That the visibility is there only in Maharashtra, only in few pockets. Okay, so this is what neo-Buddhists are lacking behind. और यही चीज यहाँ पे बता रहे हैं that by this arrangement they cannot challenge the existing system that is there, the discriminatory practices that are there in the Hinduism. Okay, this is what the point is. So ये एक major logic यहाँ पे इन्होंने बताया है. Now we'll move to the next news item. Okay, so we'll do the things in detail. Now here, okay, so this is about the where stars must not twinkle. Okay, so basically in Ladakh there is a village where this Hanle village where this observatory is located. Now the major reason why this observatory is located is to minimize the influence of artificial light. Otherwise the point is this, in our life artificial light is everywhere. So to get rid of it, they established this particular observatory in Hanle village of, you can say, Ladakh, and it has been declared International Dark Sky Reserve. Okay, it has been declared International Dark Sky Reserve. So this is what the point is. Okay, International Dark Sky Reserve, because there are only few places on this earth where artificial lights are minimal. बहुत ही कम जगहें ऐसी बची हैं. So in India this is one place. Okay, so this is what it is about. तो आगे चलते हैं हम सीधा. So here we'll move towards, okay, so on this page there was a, like, this is all political, सब कुछ political है यहाँ पे. Center seeks CJI recommendation on appointment of his successor. So basically it is been expected that Justice Chandrachud is going to be the next CJI. Okay, so 58th CJI will be not Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud. He is going to be the next CJI. So name suggest करेंगे आपके the sitting CJI. Other than that, on this page there is nothing. Okay, so respect and guarantee human rights to Uyghurs of Xinjiang. This is what Ministry of External Affairs is saying. See, you need to understand one thing. Basically Western countries, they want to bring a resolution, okay, UN resolution against China that human rights violation are being done in the Xinjiang region. अब देखिए ये क्यों आता है सामने कि किस टाइप का ह्यूमन राइट्स वायलेशन होता है. सो बेसिकली चाइना इज ऑपरेटिंग कंसंट्रेशन कैंप्स देयर, ओके, वेयर they don't allow people to follow their religion. those who are following their religion, they are being taught about the Chinese values. जबरदस्ती किसी को सिखा के वो Chinese values, Chinese way of life सिखाते हैं. Okay, that's the problematic part, because you are forcing someone against the will. Then it's a violation of the human rights, and you are putting someone in the concentration camp. Okay, this is what is going on. So resolution was introduced by West and United States. They wanted a discussion on this. Now India abstained from voting. Okay, India abstained from voting. India didn't part in the voting. What's the reason behind it? क्यों हम भी abstained रहे? The point is this: we don't want to, you can say, poke China. We want peaceful resolution of the border dispute. Okay, for that you need to engage China in a friendly way. तो अभी आप जबरदस्ती क्या कुछ ऐसा नहीं करोगे which can angry China. So that's why we are abstaining from the voting. That's the point. Now, but we are giving up a statement that respect and guarantee human rights to Uyghurs in Xinjiang. उतना हम बता रहे हैं, ठीक है जी. This is what the point is. India objects to the recent visit of US ambassador to Pak occupied Kashmir. Okay, so we are not happy with this. That what's the point of visiting that area? Because if their foreign dignitaries or foreign representative of United States is visiting that area, it means that US is indicating that POK is legitimate part of Pakistan. उसका ये indication जाता है कि US, this POK is a legitimate part of Pakistan, and we don't want this thing to happen. That's why we are not happy with this. So this was the point. Other than that, there is nothing much, कुछ खास नहीं. Okay, so India can lead G20, and before that there is another news that I want to put in is regarding India UK Free Trade Pact may miss the October deadline. Okay, so this is what we will be looking into slight detail. इसको थोड़ा डिटेल में जानेंगे कि that what exactly has happened. So basically, like 2-3 days back there was some statement made by UK officials. So they have this problem with the migration issue. Now the point is this: when we are going to sign a free trade agreement, okay, so we will explore our capabilities. India तो अपनी capabilities को देखेगा, and India's capability is about the service sector industry. Okay, and service sector industry primarily involves movement of people. Movement of people. So take example of IT industry, or you can say doctor, medical sciences, pharma industry, etc., 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 banking services, etc. So this is what India is good at, and you have to facilitate those industries which are good, which are important for you. At present, if we go for FTA, service sector definitely will be part of it. We will explore, we will be looking for easy visa regime. हमें चाहिए easy visa regime. ठीक है, वो तो हमें बिल्कुल चाहिए ही चाहिए, because you have to facilitate movement of people. Okay, mobilization आपको facilitate करनी है. So the point is this, this is what we want, and UK is not comfortable with this, because the latest, the new government that has been formed there, they are not comfortable with this movement of people, and they have this issue on migration or immigration. इस चीज को लेके उनको एक मेजर इशू सामने नजर आया, एंड this is becoming a bone of contention, and that's why they are saying that there is no hurry to conclude free trade agreement. We will take some time, negotiations will continue. Okay, and they are not ready to give a specific date as well. So they decline to give any direct commitment on the timings for FTA. This is what they don't want, and they are saying that they want quality, not speed. Okay, so they are not in hurry to early conclude this particular, you can say, agreement. So this is what the point is. Now you need to understand one thing: we have concluded free trade agreement with Australia. Okay, so already we have concluded it, and it was expected that Australian free trade agreement can become a reference document for India UK free trade agreement. तो ऐसा माना जा रहा था, but right now this is the new hurdle that has been created. Hopefully, if things go fine, by December we will be able to conclude this free trade agreement. This is what is expected now. तो ये एक major चीज expected है यहाँ पे. Okay, so this is what the whole thing is about. So we cannot miss out on this point. हम बिल्कुल भी miss out नहीं कर सकते, because you have to address your own capacities, your own requirements. We cannot sign this free trade agreement for on disadvantageous position. आप disadvantageous होके ये free trade agreement नहीं sign कर सकते हो. That's the point here. Okay. So other news that we need to look into is this one, that India leads G20 on education, climate and debt sustainability. Okay. So this is the statement that is being made, that now the leadership will be under India, okay, and India can definitely use it to basically target these particular issues that are considered to be significant in the present time. So at present we know that global economic slowdown is going on, okay. So the existence of G20 also came only after 2008 subprime crisis. So ये G20 का existence भी इसीलिए हुआ था क्योंकि crisis situation थी. At that time as well economic slowdown and crisis was going on. So today as well the scenario is same. But here they are saying that India has this leadership right now. We will have a chair and definitely we can decide upon few things regarding what will be the agenda of G20 meeting. Okay. So that agenda is to be looked into, and they are saying that at present education, climate action and debt sustainability, these are the areas which we should focus right now. इन areas के ऊपर हमें focus करना पड़ेगा. That's the point here. Okay. So we have to see how India will be able to manage this situation. देखना पड़ेगा कि India कैसे इसे manage करता है, but it's a really good opportunity for us, okay, that we can portray to the world that India can play a significant difference, okay. India can play a significant difference. And the point, there were multiple editorials regarding this G20 earlier as well. One of the editorial was suggesting that we can also look into the recent leadership that Indonesia managed, okay. So how Indonesia managed, this is what we need to learn. Now other important aspect that we have to understand, why there will be a very big responsibility on India, because if you look into the present scenario, we are living in a polarized world. आप polarized world में जी रहे हो, okay. So there are multiple poles that are existing right now. West plus United States, it is there. Another block is regarding China, Russia. This is the division that is quite visible. So it means that in G20 agenda setting will be difficult. And even if the agenda has been set, it will be difficult to bring these two groups together so that we can have something conclusive. ताकि आप कुछ conclusion बना सको उसका. That's a major challenge, okay, so that we can have something conclusive. That's a major challenge, because it is the responsibility of the host to persuade different members to come to a conclusion which is acceptable to all. This is what the challenge is about. ये एक major challenge है हमारे लिए, okay, and this is what they are saying, that we need to focus on these particular issues, because you can build consensus on these areas. आप वाकई इन areas के ऊपर consensus build up कर सकते हो, okay, that's the point here. So here we'll move towards other news. Yes, here it is. Ukraine predicts more gains as Putin generals face flak. Okay, so there are significant development that are taking place in the recent time, and let me tell you the exact position that is there. तो मेजर पोजीशन क्या चल रही है, तो मैं आपको सबसे पहले वो बताता हूँ. सी यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग, वेदर रशिया इज विनिंग दिस वॉर, वी हैव अ डाउट. So we know that Ukrainian forces are pushing the Russian forces back, and here I would like to bring you to this particular point, okay. So here the recent battle is being fought in the Kherson province, and something remarkable is taking place here. See, I will list few things. Putin recently said that it can use nukes, okay, and I would like to tell you one thing, even the Ukrainians are ready for the nuclear war. Preparations have already been started in Ukraine, in Kyiv. Kyiv में already preparation start हो गई हैं. They are already building an infrastructure to deal with the nuclear onslaught. तो nuclear onslaught को deal करने के लिए they are investing in bunkers, okay, and I am telling you this thing, Ukraine is also a Soviet USSR country. Ukraine is also a Soviet country. So they already had some infrastructure in place. हमेशा सोवियत यूनियन को डर रहता था कि न्यूक्लियर अटैक होगा. So they already had some infrastructure in place, bunkers and all. Now why we are bringing this nuke word again and again, and how it is linked to the few developments in the Kherson province. So you need to understand one thing, winters have arrived in this particular part. Winters आ गई हैं. One of the event of winters, outcome of winter is this, supply chains will be impacted. That if Russians, they have to provide supply to their forces, if Russians, they have to facilitate supply to their forces, it will be through this particular route. That this supply chain have to undergo a very big, large distance. That's the point here. But the interesting part is this, this is the Dnieper river. As you can see, this is the Dnieper river, and in the red portion that is there, okay, the red portion that is there, this particular part has nearly 30,000 Russian troops. यहाँ पे तकरीबन 30,000 Russian troops हैं, and they are stuck here because Ukrainian artillery has bombarded all the bridges in this Dnieper river. जितने भी ब्रिज थे वो सारे इस Dnieper river के ऊपर तोड़ दिए हैं उन्होंने. Heavy vehicles cannot move on this river anymore. From the back side, supply chain has been cut. पीछे से supply chain काट दी गई है. So nearly 20-30,000 Russian troops are stuck here. Along with this, Ukrainians are pushing them through this direction. From the north as well as from the western side, Ukrainians are putting pressure on them. That's the major development. To save the life of 20 and 30,000 Russian troops, Putin is now warning that if the onslaught doesn't stop, he will be forced to use a nuclear weapon. That's a major challenge here. Now, there is another interesting development about it. What type of weapon can Putin use? Okay, अगर nuclear weapon use करना है तो Putin कितना बड़ा nuclear weapon use करेगा? The interesting point that I am making, if you look into the Soviet blast in 1961, the biggest nuclear blast that any country had carried out, it was Soviet Union. They possess a nuclear weapon that is considered to be the father of all the bombs that have the potential of 50 kiloton. 50 kiloton. This is what they have the maximum capacity. But some experts are pointing out that Russia will not be using the 50 kiloton bomb. Rather, instead of using it, Russia can move towards tactical nuclear weapon. Tactical nuclear weapon is a small grade nuclear weapon. Okay, it's a small grade nuclear weapon. Pakistan is also developing tactical nuclear weapon. It can be used to target some of the military areas. Okay, this is what they may explore. Ukrainian forces are already prepared about these things. So they are already distributing potassium iodide capsules to the soldiers. They are already prepared for this, and they are already distributing potassium iodide capsules to the soldiers, so that thing can be consumed and they can protect themselves from the radiation, whatever, minor or bigger. This is what is happening right now. But another question that we have to look into, now if Russia tries to use the tactical nuclear weapon, will NATO forces remain silent even after that? क्या उसके बाद भी NATO forces silent रहेंगी? Or will they be part of this war after this development? If Russians, they introduce something, will the NATO forces be part of this development or not? This is what is going to decide. This is what is going to be decided. That's the point here. So these are some future developments that are taking place. Normally we say that whenever someone talks about a nuclear weapon, it's an escalatory process. Okay, so I will bomb you one, you will put two bombs on me. But here there is a mismatch because Ukrainians are not having nuclear weapon. But the point is this, what will be the response from NATO? Because here a country is using a nuclear weapon. That's the point here. So this is how this development is really significant, and no one knows what is the future going to be. If Russia uses a nuclear weapon, it means that there are chances that there will be escalation of this war across the Europe. पूरा यूरोप के अंदर इसका escalation होगा. If NATO forces, they may opt for targeting the Russians. Russia may bomb some of the NATO countries as well. That's the significant point here. Another point that is to be looked into, whether it will be carried out by using air force. So experts are saying that Russia will opt for the missile technology for the delivery of the warhead. This is how the system is going to be in the coming days. So ये debate है जो भी कुछ एक दिनों में होने वाली है. So we need to be hopeful that things will, you can say, it will lower down. But look at what Ukrainians are saying. They are saying that they will continue to fight. Okay, they will continue to fight, and they are already preparing for the nuclear attack. This is the point here. And other point is this, you have to look into the reason why Russian forces are backtracking. Russian forces पीछे क्यों हटते जा रहे हैं? There is a significant thing that you have to understand. One significant thing is, this is the statement by Indian General Sundarji. Okay, so he was our chief. He made a statement many years back. Okay, he said that the most, you can say, dangerous virus that is there, that is the virus of fear. That is the virus of fear. It travels very fast. This is what is happening right now. Now Russian forces, it is quite visible that they are not having a will to continue this war. If Russian forces, they don't have a will to fight, there are no chances that Russians can win this war. कोई chance नहीं है कि Russians इसको जीत जाएं. This is what the significant development is. So I hope you remember in 1971 the Dhaka bombing. Okay, there was this significance of that particular event. India carried out Dhaka bombing. हमें ढाका के अंदर बम गिराने की क्या जरूरत थी? And specifically the area where their head was staying. The major reason was that you have to break the will of your opponent to fight. That's your real victory. Because the opponent party, if is not having a will to continue this fight, it means it's a short victory for you. And here this is what is visible. So Russian soldiers, they are trapped in this particular part. They have no way out. They cannot retreat from this because already things are cut. Supplies are not picking up. Back support is not there. Okay. That's the challenge what they are dealing right now. So this is how you have to look into this. ये चीज आपको जरूर समझनी है. ये अभी आने वाले टाइम में होने वाला कुछ चीजें हैं जो हमारे इस वॉर को इम्पैक्ट करेगी. Another point is this, if this war further escalates, I am saying that economic slowdown will be further more. That's the point here. Okay, that's the point here. So this is what you need to understand. This is the overall logic that we had here. चलिए. So Vicky Gautam Yadav is saying, so we had Major Kuldeep Singh Chandpuri on Longewala. Okay. So again, I would like to draw your attention towards this new initiative. So this is the new initiative. So classes are going to start from 12th of October. Okay, and 10 a.m. is going to be the time. So it is going to be 1 hour session. So 10 a.m. till 11 a.m. we will be having this particular initiative, this particular class. Okay. So the admissions are already taking place. It is open for all, so you can opt for it. That's the point here. So again, let's look into the other things that are left out in today's newspaper. कुछ ज़्यादा बचा नहीं है आज के अखबार में. Saturday को कुछ खास आता नहीं है न्यूज़पेपर में. Okay. So Ukraine changes mind on UNHRC vote on Xinjiang. अब देखो ये कितना बड़ा गेम चलता है यहाँ पे. So US came out with the initiative, that resolution need to be brought in, and it will be against Chinese. But here Ukrainians, they are also exploring some support from Chinese. तो Ukrainians China को भी बुरा नहीं कह सकते. Okay, and other point is this: Ukrainians further need support in terms of money, in terms of weaponry from the West. तो यूक्रेन फंस गया है बीच में. Okay, and this is how twisting और इधर उधर हो रहे हैं उनके thought process. So everyone go for these things based on their national interest. सब लोग इसी हिसाब से चलते हैं. ठीक है जी. This is what the point is. Okay. Other than that, there is nothing much. Let's move to this particular point. Okay. So rupee sinks to the new low of 82.32 as dollar rules second versus peer. Okay, peer stock. So देखिए ये आज की डेट में हो रहा है. Rupee is further going down. Reasons I have already told you multiple times. Okay, Federal Reserve, it increased the interest rate by 7.5%. Okay, Indian RBI increased by 5%. अब बात ऐसी है कि US bond, they are giving better yield. Okay, so US bond, they are giving better yield. So money is moving out from India to United States. There is flight of money that is taking place. So ये चीज़ यहाँ पे हो रही है. ठीक है ना? It means that dollar is more in demand, and this is how it is leading to, you can say, increase in value of dollar vis-a-vis rupee. So this is what is taking place. Okay, other point is this: it is going to have negative impact on our imports. Exports हमारे कुछ खास पिक नहीं हो रहे हैं. Exports हमारे कुछ खास पिक नहीं हो रहे हैं because the global slowdown is going on. So economy is slowing down. Okay, एक तरफ economic slowdown चल रहा है, आपके exports कुछ खास पिक नहीं हो रहे हैं. Here your imports are becoming costlier. यहाँ पे आपके इंपोर्ट्स जो हैं वो कॉस्टली होते जा रहे हैं. दैट्स द पॉइंट हियर. दिस इज व्हाट वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. ये एक मेजर प्रॉब्लम है जो हमें समझनी है. ठीक है जी. दैट्स द पॉइंट हियर. ओके, सो दिस इज द हर्डल दैट इज गोइंग टू फर्दर क्रिएट ट्रबल फॉर अस, एंड अदर देन दैट देयर इज नथिंग मच. कुछ खास नहीं है यहाँ पे. ओके, सो दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव इन टुडेज सेशन. सो दैट्स इट फॉर द डे देन. Thank you very much. Again, I am reminding you this thing. Here this course is open. You can enroll in this particular course. Okay. I will be again sharing the number with you. दोबारा मैं नंबर आपके साथ जो है यहाँ पे शेयर करता हूँ. Okay. So just give me a minute. Yes. So here is the number 708 7000437. Okay, so those who are interested to get themselves enrolled in this ignited current affairs new initiative that Raj Malhotra IAS is taking, so this is the number where you can go for your admission. So we are doing it on a quite economical price. So students who are already enrolled with us, for them it is 499. For students who are not part of the Raj Malhotra family, for them it is 999. And for NCRT students it is 699. Okay, so this is the amount. It's the most economical possible thing from our end. So this is what we have for today's session. That's it for the day then. Thank you very much.